I came home for Christmas and she met me at the door. Something stopped me cold that hadn't stopped me there before. I looked down at my mother. Lord, I used to look up high. When did you get so small, Mama? When did time go by? The woman who could fill a room with just the way she stood was standing in the doorway looking up the way I wish she could. When did you get so small? When did the years take hold? When did the hands that held my world start looking thin and old? I still see the woman who could carry everything. When did you get so small? You're still my everything. You're still my everything. She still makes the biscuits and she still gets up at dawn. But the jar she used to open easy now takes both of us to turn. She laughed when I helped her and she said, oh, don't you fuss. But I held on to that jar lid like it meant the world to us. The woman who could fill a room with just the way she stood was standing in the doorway looking up the way I wish she could. When did you get so small? When did the years take hold? When did the hands that held my world start looking thin and old? I still see the woman who could carry everything. When did you get so small? You're still my everything. She caught me looking at her with that sadness in my eyes, reached up and touched my face and said, now don't you theorize. Said, I'm still right here, I'm still your mama, I'm still fine. And I nodded and I smiled and I blinked back what was mine. When did you get so small? When did the years take hold? When did the hands that held my world start looking thin and old? I still see the woman who could carry everything. When did you get so small? You're still my everything. I'll be the one to hold the jar lids, be the one to reach the shelf. I'll carry what she carried, I'll take care of her myself. When did you get so small? You're still my everything. He used to push the speed limit every single mile. Now he signals 3 blocks early and parks for a good while. He used to take the stairs 2 at a time. Now he holds the rail. He drives slower now and somehow faster. feels like failure. It crept up like the gray did, gradual and sure. Every small thing adding up to something I'm not ready for. He drives slower now and the radio's turned up loud. He asked me once and asked me twice before he says it proud. He takes the longer route because the highway makes him tense. He drives slower now and I've stopped trying to make sense of what it means. Just let him drive. He forgets a name or two, but never forgets a face. Still tells the same old stories, just at a gentler pace. The doctor says he's doing fine, he's healthy for his age. But driving home I had to pull over and turn the page. It crept up like the gray did, gradual and sure. Every small thing adding up to something I'm not ready for. He drives slower now and the radio's turned up loud. He asked me once and asked me twice before he says it proud. He takes the longer route because the highway makes him tense. He drives slower now and I've stopped trying to make sense of what it means. Just let him drive. I rode beside him last Sunday just to have the time. He pointed out every field and barn the same way as when I was 9. And I thought, if this is slower, if this is what time gives, I'll ride beside him every Sunday for as long as he still lives. He drives slower now and the radio's turned up loud. He asked me once and asked me twice before he says it proud. He takes the longer route because the highway makes him tense. He drives slower now and I'll ride beside him through every single mile of all the time we have remaining. He drives slower now and I'm not complaining, not complaining at all. Just right. We sat at the kitchen table, all of us this time. The conversation we'd been putting off for most of the year. She sat at the head and listened with her hands flat on the wood, then looked at every one of us and said what she'd say good. Said, I know why you're here and I know what you're going to say, but I was born house and I'll leave it my own way. The house they can't leave, it's more than wood and nail. It's 60 years of living, every triumph, every fail. We see the risk of staying, they see the death of going. The house they can't leave holds everything worth knowing. Everything worth knowing to them. The steps are getting harder, and the yard is more than they can keep. The neighbors check in daily, and they still don't always sleep. We compromised on railings and on someone coming twice a week. But the house, Lord, the house is not a subject they'll conceive. Said, I know why you're here and I know what you're gonna say, but I was born in this house and I'll leave it my own way. The house they can't leave, it's more than wood and nail. It's 60 years of living, every triumph, every fail. We see the risk of staying, they see the death of going. The house they can't leave holds everything worth knowing. Everything worth knowing to them. I walked through every room that night after everyone had gone. Every room still holding them, every room still holding on. And I thought if I were them and someone tried to move me out, I'd dig my heels in just as deep, I'd have no doubt. The house they can't leave, it's more than wood and nail. It's 60 years of living, every triumph, every fail. We see the risk of staying, they see the death of going. So we'll keep checking in and fixing what needs to be fixed, and let them live their way inside the life they built and mixed. The house they can't leave, everything worth knowing to them. First call was at 7, just to check if I'd slept well. Second was at 10 to ask about a news story she'd tell. Third one came at noon, she said she just wanted to hear my voice. I used to let it ring, now I answer every time by choice. There was a time I'd roll my eyes and say she worries too much. Now I know what those calls are worth, now I know their touch. Mom called 3 times today and I thank God for every ring. 3 chances to hear her voice, 3 chances for everything. 3 little reminders that she's still here on this end of the line. Mom called 3 times today, I hope she calls a 4th time. calls all the time. She called about a recipe, and she called about the weather. She called because she missed me and wanted us together. It took me 40 years to learn what those phone calls really meant. They're not about the weather, they're about the time we've spent. There was a time I'd roll my eyes and say she worries too much. Now I know what those calls are worth. Now I know their touch. Mom called 3 times today, and I thank God for every ring. 3 chances to hear her voice, 3 chances for everything. 3 little reminders that she's still here on this end of the line. Mom called 3 times today. I hope she calls a 4th time. I hope she calls all the time. I've got a friend who'd give anything to get one more of those calls, who sits with a silence now inside his parents' empty halls. So I answer on the first ring, and I talk as long as she wants, because every call she makes me is a gift I long begrudge. Mom called 3 times today, and I thank God for every ring. 3 chances to hear her voice, 3 chances for everything. 3 little reminders that she's still here on this end of the line. Mom called 3 times today. I hope she calls a 4th time. If your mom's still calling, answer every single one, because the day the phone stops ringing is the hardest day to come. Mom called 3 times today. I hope she calls all the time. Cut his food up into smaller pieces at the table last night, the same way he used to cut mine when the portions weren't right. I drove him to the doctor, and I held his arm walking in, and somewhere in that hallway the whole world shifted again. He's still my father, Lord, he's still the man who raised me right. But something in the balance shifted somewhere in the night. Roles reversed, now I'm the one who checks if he's okay. Now I'm the one who calls 3 times, just to hear him say that he ate, and that he slept, and that the pain is not too bad. Roles reversed, I'm taking care of him the way he cared for me, the way he cared for me. He thanked me for the ride home, and he looked a little small. Said I hate being a burden in the echo of the hall. I took his face between my hands the way he'd done for me. said, "You are not a burden, Dad, you're my responsibility." He's still my father, Lord, he's still the man who raised me right. But something in the balance shifted somewhere in the night. Roles reversed, now I'm the one who checks if he's okay. Now I'm the one who calls 3 times just to hear him say that he ate and that he slept and that the pain is not too bad. Roles reversed, I'm taking care of him the way he cared for me, the way he cared for me. I used to think this moment would feel heavy as a stone, but mostly it feels holy. Mostly I'm not alone, because every time I help him, I'm repaying something vast. The 1,000 things he gave me that I thought would always last. Roles reversed, now I'm the one who checks if he's okay. Now I'm the one who calls 3 times just to hear him say that he ate and that he slept and that the pain is not too bad. Roles reversed, I'm taking care of him the way he cared for me. It's not a burden, it's an honor. It's the least that I can give, for every scrape he tended, for every lesson that he lived. Roles reversed, the way he cared for me. Every morning she makes 2 cups of coffee like before, sets them both beside the window, looking out across the floor. She knows he's gone, it's been 2 years since the January cold, but the hands remember what the heart can't be told. We gently asked her once if we should change the morning things. She looked at us so softly and she said, "It helps me through the spring." She still sets his place at the table every night, still folds his side of the covers, turning out the light, still buys the brand of crackers that he always liked the most. She still sets his place, she's not alone in that chair. She's host to everything he was. His reading glasses sit beside the chair he used to keep. His crossword book still open at the puzzle incomplete. She hasn't moved a single thing, she says it keeps him near. And who are we to tell a woman how to handle 60 years? We gently asked her once if we should change the morning things. She looked at us so softly and she said it helps me through the spring. She still sets his place at the table every night, still folds his side of the covers, turning out the light, still buys the brand of crackers that he always liked the most. She still sets his place, she's not alone in that chair. She's host to everything he was. I sat with her one Sunday and I asked what she talks about, with his empty cup across from her when all the house is out. She smiled and said about the same things as when he was alive, the garden and the grandkids, and who's keeping us both right. She still sets his place at the table every night, still folds his side of the covers, turning out the light, still buys the brand of crackers that he always liked the most. She still sets his place, she's not alone in that chair. She's host to everything he was and everything they built, to 60 years of morning coffee and a love that time can't wilt. She still sets his place to everything he was. She looked at me last Tuesday like she wasn't sure who I was, reached out and touched my face and said, "You look like someone does." I took her hand and told her, "Mama, I'm your boy." She smiled and said, "Of course you are," and I held on to that joy. The doctors have a name for it, but no name tells the truth of losing her in pieces, of this long and quiet remove. It's the long goodbye, the cruelest kind of leaving, a little every day, a little less remaining. She's here and then she isn't, she comes back and then she's gone. The long goodbye, Lord help me keep on loving on. Help me keep on loving on. Someday she knows my name and tells the stories clear as spring. Then the fog rolls in by evening and she's lost in everything. I've learned to meet her where she is and not where I need her to be, to love whatever version of my mother's here with me. The doctors have a name for it, but no name tells the truth of losing her in pieces, of this long and quiet remove. It's the long goodbye, the cruelest kind of leaving. A little every day, a little less remaining. She's here and then she isn't. She comes back and then she's gone. The long goodbye, Lord, help me keep on loving on. Help me keep on and on. A friend of mine who walked this road before me said one thing: love the person who is present, not the one you're remembering. So I sit beside her daily and I hold her hand and talk, and when she doesn't know my name, I love her all the more for that. It's the long goodbye, the cruelest kind of leaving. A little every day, a little less remaining. She's here and then she isn't. She comes back and then she's gone. The long goodbye, Lord, help me keep on loving on. Somewhere inside the fog, she's still my mother, still my home. And I will never stop showing up, so she's never quite alone. The long goodbye, help me keep on loving on. I never asked him where he was the day that Elvis played. Never asked my mother what her wedding day had made. Never asked what scared them, what they hoped for, what they dreamed. Never asked the questions underneath the things they seemed. I thought the time was endless. I thought there'd be a day when I'd sit down with a notebook and ask everything I'd say. Everything I didn't ask is gone with them now. All the stories, all the answers that I didn't write down. Where they came from, who they were before they became mine. Everything I didn't ask, God, I wish I'd taken the time. I wish I'd taken the time. I found a box of photographs I've never seen before. People I don't recognize on some forgotten shore. Names on the back in faded ink, a language I can't read. Everything I didn't ask is everything I need. I thought the time was endless. I thought there'd be a day when I'd sit down with a notebook and ask everything I'd say. Everything I didn't ask them now. All the stories, all the answers that I didn't write down. Where they came from, who they were before they became mine. Everything I didn't ask, God, I wish I'd taken the time. I wish I'd taken the time. If your parents are still living, put this song on pause right now. Go get out a pen and paper and ask them every how. Ask the early mornings, ask the courtship and the fear. Ask them everything, because one day you'll wish you'd ask right here. Everything I didn't ask is gone with them now. All the stories, all the answers that I didn't write down. Where they came from, who they were before they became mine. Everything I didn't ask, God, I wish I'd taken the time. Don't let the notebook stay blank the way I let it stay. Write the stories down before the stories walk away. Everything I didn't ask, take the time. Take the time. He used to lift the engine block out by himself without a brace. Now it takes both of us and twice the time and twice the space. He used to have the answer to every question I would bring. Now sometimes the question hangs there and neither one of us says anything. But I watch him get up every morning slowly, but he gets up still. That's a different kind of strength. That's a harder kind of will. Still my hero, just a different kind of brave. Still the man I've always looked to. Still the one who paved the road I walk on. Still the measure that I take. Still my hero, nothing time can do will make a dent in what he is to me. Still my hero. He sat down with the grandkids Sunday and he told the stories long. Every kid in that room was hanging on and holding strong. The engine block don't matter, what he's lifting now is heavier. He's lifting up a family and doing it as well as ever. But I watch him get up every morning slowly, but he gets up still. That's a different kind of strength. That's a harder kind of will. Still my hero, just a different kind of brave. Still the man I've always looked to. Still the one who paved the road I walk on. Still the measure that I take. Still my hero, nothing time time can do will make a dent in what he is to me. Still my hero. The world says heroes have to be the strongest in the room, have to never waver, never slow, never make room. But my hero shows me something different every day he lives, that the bravest thing a person does is keep on giving what he gives. Still my hero, just a different kind of brave. Still the man I've always looked to, still the one who paved the road I walk on, still the measure that I take. Still my hero, nothing time can do will make a dent in what he is to me. Not age, not ache, not years, still my hero. Through it all, still my hero. Through the tears, still my hero. Nothing time can do, still my hero. I've been meaning to say it for the better part of years. Been waiting for the right time to get past all my fears. The time is never perfect and the words are never right, but the window isn't open forever, so I'm saying it tonight. Before the seat is empty and the phone stops ringing through, I'm gonna say the things I should have always said to you. Thank you while I can, while you're still here to hear. Thank you for the 1,000 things that made me who I am this year. For every morning, every lesson, every time you showed the way. Thank you while I can, while you're still here today, while you're still here today. Thank you for the patience when I didn't deserve it at all, for getting up again each time you watch me rise and fall, for loving me through the years I made it hardest to be loved. Thank you for not leaving, thank you for the above. Before the seat is empty and the phone stops ringing through, I'm gonna say the things I should have always said to you. Thank you while I can, while you're still here to hear. Thank you for the 1,000 things that made me who I am this year. For every morning, every lesson, every time you showed the way. Thank you. Your parents still alive, Put this song on pause, go pick up the phone right now and dial. Don't wait for Christmas, don't wait for the words to feel just right. The most important call you'll ever make is the one you make tonight. Thank you while I can, while you're still here to hear. Thank you for the 1,000 things that made me who I am this year.